Hi everyone, it's Chris the National Park Travel Planner coming to you from Lake Wobegon on another wind chill warning kind of morning. And I'm going to bring you the second of a three-part series on meal planning for camping. Here at the National Park Travel Planner, we do customized itineraries for you and those you love, focusing on national parks, state parks, and the Great American Road Trip. One service we provide is adding exciting dining options to those itineraries. Having a hard time finding enough time to devote to your travel plans? Get in contact with us here so we can help you get out there this summer. The advantage of hiring a travel planner is the money you pay for the professional eliminates stress by taking the responsibilities off of your shoulders. But it actually creates time for you, time so you can do the things only you can do. The idea that spending money can save you time or create time for you to do the things you want to rolls over into today's topic. Camping meal plan options for foodies. 21% of travelers describe themselves as foodies. I personally have found it's hard as someone who loves her kitchen to prepare food the way I want to in the wild. You have to tote a pinch of this and a dash of that, which, starts to get a little ridiculous as you're looking at your entire spice cabinet wondering how you're going to pack that. But as I mentioned in part one, it was actually this idea on an RV site that got me thinking. And that is home delivered meals as an option to take with you whether you're in an RV or camping. Why would I even consider this option if I'm a foodie? Well, I hope I cover those bases, but I think the biggest advantage is spending money on those home delivered options. You will save time looking through Pinterest, sorting through everything that you think you might take with you, time planning. If you're in an RV and you're making a long road trip this summer, you can order these and have them waiting ahead for you instead of taking time out to go grocery shopping as lengthy as you would to prepare all your meals. And packing. You're going to save time packing because they're just going to send it to you. And you're going to save cooler or refrigerator space, which if you are a foodie, can be in very short supply when you're camping. A review from part one, what our objectives are. We are looking to use a simple heat source like those shown here. Reduce the need for cooler or fridge space, and save and or create time for you. I have homework for everyone again, so if you don't think this is your jam, you don't think you can afford it, stick with me and see what there is. I have to say I was quite honestly surprised at the variety of meal options from all these services. Come along with me down the rabbit hole as we take a closer look at home meal delivery as an option for your summer vacation. We're going to start here with Martha Stewart and Marley Spoon. It was a partnership on an RV site that was announced, and I don't know what the corporate details are behind it, but it got me thinking, it got my wheels spinning. They've got pork, shrimp, beef, and a vegetarian option. Okay. And then when you look at the vegetarian option, it is a most beloved recipe. It's vegetarian. It's under 30 minutes. It's kid friendly. Plus, it's a one pot meal, kind of that magic term. One pot meal. Now, it's shown in a pan. So bear that in mind. Just because we call it a pot doesn't mean it's going to, you need that. It could be in a skillet. But it's this next screen that really got me thinking about it, and that is how these are packaged, the packaging. And you're probably going, huh? Here's why. A 1/4 ounce of sesame seeds, toasted sesame seeds. Now, if I'm going to make this recipe on the trail or in a camp or in the RV, I might be able to bring my whole sesame seed container. Camping, I'm going to want to reduce that down because, like I said, I don't want to bring my entire spice cabinet. But I have to measure it out, toast them, package them. Now, I don't have anything to fit that size, that amount, a 1/4 ounce of sesame seeds, which means I'm probably going to have to put them in a small snack size baggie, and I personally think that is a waste of plastic. I don't want to do that. 1 ounce of rice vinegar. Okay, let's think about this one. I don't have a container that's appropriately sized for 1 ounce of vinegar. And I don't know, the next one I have would be leak proof. So when the cooler goes sliding across the bed of the truck, that it doesn't leak, and I don't have any vinegar to finish my recipe anyway. And my third option is bringing the whole great big bottle that I'm going to have to put upright in the cooler. But, and here's the thing, they've already had to package that economically in something that will save space, because they're going to be charged by the weight and the size of their package. The package that has to survive the package delivery system. So, drops from conveyor belts, being thrown across the plant, being set upside down. My guess is, and this is why I would try the service and encourage you to do this if it intrigues you, to see how that does arrive. My guess is I can put these little amounts in that slidey tray in my cooler that really isn't good for much. But many meals like this, that tray might be full, or that space in your RV cooler or RV refrigerator that nothing fits. Nothing fits there. These might fit there. I also want to point out, it says the veggies come straight from the farm, so you have to wash them. So bear in mind, I would do some different things with those vegetables there. Particularly the bell pepper, I can wash that, head, heel, cut, gut, slice that into rings or slices, and put that in an appropriate container for the cooler, or a good sturdy plastic bag. And then I don't have to worry about the red pepper getting crushed, getting bruised, dirty fingers touching it. It's ready to go, and I can probably put it in that little tray. I thought that was a game changer. Just looking at this recipe, that's what they send you, these little tiny amounts. And yeah, this is good. This would be a smart option to take camping. This is Home Chef. I wanted to point out these because 15-minute meal kit. It's flatbreads. I bet kids would like cheeseburger flatbreads. And it's stove top cooking. 10 to 15 minutes. You can put it on that one heat source and you're ready to go. Pork chops with stir fry. Again, 15 minutes, stovetop cooking. Sounds great. 1 pan chicken Parmesan pasta. Now they called it a pan instead of a pot, which I like. I thought that was very smart. But when I'm looking at that recipe, I kind of wonder, now, why isn't that a one pot meal, a stovetop meal? So I pulled up the recipe, and it came down to these 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs, approximately a tablespoon of breadcrumbs per serving. Because they sprinkle them on top, you would need to put that under a broiler if you were at home. Now, I don't know how you survive putting breadcrumbs on top of things. I have a tendency to just burn them under the broiler. Don't ask me why I did. We're all incompetent in something, and that happens to be one of mine. So I can still make this in a pan on my heat source, but I just am not going to be able to put that under the broiler to toast those breadcrumbs, which now makes this a viable option for me on the road. Dinnerly, turkey, carbonara. I love carbonara. Another stir fry. And I put this one on here to demonstrate what I just talked about in that recipe. The meatloaf and roasted carrots. It says it's a 1-pot meal. I'm very literal. A pot means a pot. And I spun my wheels thinking, now how is this a pot meal? It's roasted carrots, it's meatloaf, and I'm spinning, now how could I possibly do this on the stove in a pot? And I couldn't figure it out, which was foolish, because the answer was very simple when I opened up the recipe. When they say a 1-pot meal, what they really mean is a 1 cookware type meal. And the cookware they used in this instance was a pan. So you only have 1 pan to clean up. So 1-pot meal does not mean 1-pot meal. It means 1 piece of cookware to clean up. Check out the recipes. You may discover that they need to be excluded, or with a simple modification, they can be included. Like this one from Blue Apron, the one on the middle bottom, the chicken and mashed potatoes. Now, I do not want to carry potatoes on my trip. I can save the space. The good German Catholic boy would get on board with meat, potatoes, and a vegetable one night. And to do that, I can just take with one of these bags of instant mashed potatoes in a flavor I like. And I don't have to, peel potatoes, mash potatoes. I can just use some hot water and we've got potatoes. The second reason I have this is for the crispy prosciutto lettuce cups. That really intrigued me. And I thought about this recipe and I looked at it and the things just kept going through my mind. That would be really a good meal on a hot summer August day in Minnesota when the humidity is 100%, it's not raining, and the temperature is 100 degrees. That might be a good meal to bring with. I would like to try that. I don't know what it tastes like, but I don't care. I want to try that. And it made me take pause that, that's what vacation is kind of about. Trying different things, doing the things you like. I like, I'm a foodie, so I like trying different foods. I like exploring different culinary options. And that's what vacation is for, to do the things you want to do. Yeah. To me, I thought, yeah, this is a good option. I like the thought of using these delivery services as a option when we go camping. And this screen from HelloFresh is the exact continuation of that thought. The tacos and the burritos and the one pot chili verde are all options that are viable. But the thing that got me was the cheddar and how to fondue. I love fondue. Just love fondue. And it got me thinking, even though it says winter warmer and I probably wouldn't be able to get it in summer to take with me camping, I bet I can do fondue on my BioLite. And now it becomes a source of inspiration. So for those of you that don't think this is your jam, you can't afford it, your homework is to just go through these. Go through these different companies and see what you find as you scroll through. Because just what I have on the screen is just kind of the tip of the iceberg on how many meal options are out there. But go through, put your thinking cap on, think outside that box, and see if anything gives you a flash, a moment of inspiration for something you might be able to take with you when you're camping. Kind of build off that information we got in part 1 of the series. Now, for those of you who have wondered about these type of meal services and you kind of wonder maybe you should try them out, do that. Try them out. I think it's money well spent. It's a great excuse to try them. We have got weeks and weeks, months, before summer camping gets into full swing. So you've got a lot of time to assess the companies, the meal options, and try them in your home. I would encourage you to start with the company, watch them all, start with the company that you've found the most meals you like. Try that one. Here's a great hint. Give them your email address. You will probably have a coupon in your email inbox before you shut the window. Use it. Try it. Try one and have a couple of easy nights cooking during the week. If nothing else, you can give yourself some time on those nights and save yourself some headaches during the arsenic hour a couple of times a week. There were so many delicious looking recipes. Have some fun being a foodie who loves to camp. Bon appetit. Thanks for listening. I am Chris, the National Park Travel Planner, wanting everyone to be happy campers as they explore America.